What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin. So I'm doing a JRPG game collection video. I'm gonna show off all my JRPGs. I think I'm missing one or two. But you know what? There's enough here, right? I have a lot of JRPGs for the PS3. I'm skipping the PS2 because I have a lot more PS2 games, and it's just a bit unyieldy. So if I ever do that, it'll probably be in two parts. Okay, so first off, we're gonna do the Atlas games. First one is 3D Dot Game Heroes. This is a game by From Software. You probably heard of this game. It was like early on the PS3 timeline, and it's basically an homage to Pixel NES action RPGs. People compare this a lot to Legend of Zelda, but honestly, if you know your Nintendo games, you notice that the protagonist looks a lot like the main character from Highlight. Then again, there's a lot of fantasy games that ripped off that design, but yeah, this is an action RPG, and it's pretty cool if you haven't played this game, right? I think the gimmick for this game is like the more you upgrade your health, the larger your sword gets, or something like that, and your sword can get so huge that it fills up the map, man. Yeah. Next is Demon Souls, right, which is an action RPG. It's funny because it's funny, man, how this game was like supposed to be like From Software was hired by I think it was like Atlas or Sony, I can't remember, to make a game that was basically like Japan's version of Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls game, and this was the game they made. Which is like, holy crap, man. Which I still haven't beaten this game. This game's pretty hard. Right. Next is Lost Dimension, another Atlas game. I bought this because it looked like it had Persona vibes. This is like a strategy RPG where one by one your characters in your party die as you go up this tower, right? Because you're part of this special ops that is trying to assassinate this guy who's threatening to destroy the world, and to get up to reach the next floor of this tower, you have to sacrifice one of your party members, right? And it's like, wow, like super dark game. But like, yeah, it's like you can have another character inherit the skills of the character you sacrifice, but it's like, holy crap. And then there's like the thing where like it's like one of the characters, conveniently every level you find out there's a new traitor in the group, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. So you probably heard of this game, Dragon's Crown by Atlas. I think I had this game for the Vita as well. I think it's also available on the PS4. It's a side-scrolling action RPG. It was kind of inspired by the Capcom Dungeons and Dragons arcade game, right? And it's a pretty cool game. Next is Folklore. Eric Landon did a video of best RPGs to play during the Halloween season, and this was one of those games. And I think the developers of this game made Brave Story, New Traveler, which is one of my favorite PSP games. I still haven't played this game because I don't know, I don't like games where I play as a female protagonist. But like, yeah, apparently this game's pretty good. I haven't played it yet. Next, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. This is a game that does a way better job of being of being like a Japan's answer to like Oblivion and Skyrim. But it's very like arcadey action-esque with the combat. And this game had a lot of Berserk references that the developers had to take out, which sucks. Because apparently, I can't remember, but apparently what it was, but apparently either like Guts' sword or armor was in the game, but they had to take it out. But I don't know. But yeah, this is a cool game if you never played it. Okay, next we're going to the more low-budget games. This is Arno Surge, Ode to a... am I missing some of my games? Look at the... No, I'm good. This is Arno Surge, Ode to an Unborn Star. This is a pretty crappy sci-fi RPG with very questionable fan service, which as soon as I saw, I quit the game. But this is made by Gus and Koei Tecmo. Gus did like a lot of the Altilade games. It's spelled Altier, but you're supposed to pronounce it Altilade. Like, it's a French thing, right? Johnny Young Bosch voices the main character. Next is Record of Argus War 2. I have the first one on Xbox 360. This is a Compile Hearts game. This is a strategy RPG with waifu similar elements, right? Where like you have like multiple generation of main characters, and at the end of each generation, you can pick like a waifu and have a new kid, right? So yeah, the graphics for these games are not that great, but the art's okay. I only bought these games because I thought it would be like Record of Lotus War, and in a way maybe it kind of is, but I don't know, man. Yeah, and they're hard too. The original Valkyria Chronicles almost beat the game. Next is the Sega Ultimate Genesis Collection. This game comes with a shitload of Sega Genesis games, and you can unlock some Sega Master games, including the first Phantasy Star game, and this has the Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4 on this game, and also you also have like I think a couple of the Shining Force games, right? I think you have Shining Force 1 and 2, and then you have like there's Beyond Oasis, which is an action RPG, a Fatal Labyrinth, like, and Shining in the Darkness, which is like a first-person dungeon crawler RPG, right? With like a very Disney-esque like cartoon-like characters. If you haven't played that game. Next, we're going for my anime RPGs. This is J-Stars Victory Versus. This is way better than Jump Force, in my opinion. It's like an action RPG, and it's a pretty cool game, right? A lot of your favorite shonen jump protagonists are in this game, right? And they even have the guy from Fist of the North Star, which that's my next game. It's Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage, which is like the only Dynasty Warriors game I have on this list. This is like an action RPG, but with like, you know, you fight like a shitload of enemies on screen, right? Awesome game. I haven't played the PS4 Fist of the North Star game, but I love this game. This game's awesome. Next is One Piece Unlimited World Red, or R. Yeah, Red, sorry. This is the Day 1 edition. I haven't played a lot of it, but it was a pretty fun game. Right? Action RPG, of course. Here's a game for you Bleach fans. This is Bleach Soul Resurrection. This is basically a Bleach Dynasty Warriors game, and you can level up, and I think you can unlock characters. The game starts off with the Waco Mundo arc, right? So this was a pretty cool game. Next is, we're going to do the Square Enix games. This is Nier for the from Square Enix. You probably heard of this game. A lot of people consider this like one of the best JRPGs on the ps3. Yeah. And what sucks about this game is in Japan the protagonist is like a teenager. In this game, he's like a middle-aged old man. I personally think this character looks cooler, but would have been nice if you could choose. Next is Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. People are showing up. My roommates are here, so I gotta work. Hurry up. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. Kingdom Hearts HD 5 Remakes 1.5. This is Ni no Kuni. I lost the cover for this game, but I'm using the steelbook from Ni no Kuni Revenant Kingdom. That's the one, like a lot of people say, is the best JRPG on the PS3. Rune Factory Tides of Destiny. It's like a farm simulator / action RPG. Tales of Grace's F. Tales of Cilia. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. This is like the only Tales of game I've beaten. Tales of Cold Steel 1. Trails of Cold Steel 1. Which is, if we get enough views on my Fate Extella game review, we're going to do a poll, and this is one of the choices. The other choices is Star Ocean 6 and Summoner's Night 6. This is Zeo Trinity, Souls of Zeo. This is an action RPG by Koei. It's very Ys-like, but there's not. It's not really exploration, but there's like dungeon crawling. It's action RPG where you control 3 characters. Fairy Fencer F. This game sucks. Autier Morona, Alchemist of Arlen. This game is not too bad. I liked it. Cross X Edge, which is like a crossover game with Disgaea, Darkstalkers, and anime characters. I have no idea where the fuck they're from. Right, this is also a strategy RPG. Natural Doctrine, which is a strategy RPG. It's a pretty cool game, though it's hard as fuck. This is the Disgaea Triple Play Collection, which has Disgaea 3, Disgaea 4, and Disgaea D2, which is, I guess, is a sequel to the original Disgaea, which there was a Disgaea 2 with a red-headed protagonist. I have that game on PlayStation 2. And the last one is Last Rebellion. I think, didn't Eric Landon like this game? I don't know. So that's it for this video.